Good morning, YouTubers. It's Saturday. Oh, I didn't even read yesterday's. Not even going to read it. So today is Saturday, February 13th. There is no reciprocal. I'm not even going to read it because it's stupid. Okay. Today's a sad day for me. It was, it was on this day in 1983 I lost my mom, my dad, and my sister. So I'm never very happy around Valentine's Day because, you know, most people get up today, February 13th, and go about their business and think life isn't going to change. I was living in Galveston. Grumpy Grandpa and I and our daughter were in Galveston, and we were sleeping when we got the call. So, we flew back to Iowa on Valentine's Day, 1983, to bury my mom and my dad and my sister Rhoda. I'm going to share a story with you. I'm going to do a dab first. It's even after all this time, it's still hard to talk about it. We had a terrible, terrible night here. That's 2 nights in a row Grumpy Grandpa's gotten no sleep. No sleep because he's in so much pain. So I already called the doctor and I said, you've got to up his pain medicine. It's not fair to either one of us when we can't get any sleep. He tried sitting on the edge of the bed with a pillow on the dresser, leaning forward, and it didn't work. So, when we're done here, I'm going to hop in the shower. I'm going to run over to the Fort Carson pharmacy and pick up his medicine. And then I'm going to stop by and see my friends, Colorado Hines and Clever Handle. Okay, let me do this dab, and then I'm going to share a little bit more of the story of my parents, of my family. First dab is the deepest. Oh, that one didn't taste so good. Okay. No music. It's going to be, I think they said 61 or 64 degrees today. So, after, the funeral, oh, and it was really hard on us kids. I was the oldest. Thank God I had Grumpy Grandpa, or I don't know how I would have gotten through things. So I was the oldest, and then there was one of my brothers underneath me. And then I have a second brother. And then I had my sister Rhoda. And she was in the accident and died. And then our baby sister Chris, who was also in the car, but she survived. And because a lot of people knew my parents, They waked him for 2 days. God, that's hard. But anyway, after we got through all that, and I don't know what your protocol is, but you know, you write thank you notes. You write thank you cards after the funeral for people that gave you money. And my parents were poor. We were poor growing up. I didn't know it. My dad worked in a meat packing place, and there was actually, I had another sister that died. There was 7 of us kids. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. And my dad had a heart attack when he was 40-something. So he couldn't work anymore. So they were struggling, but they made do, and they were quite happy. Anyway, got off track. So we were writing those thank you notes after the, after you bury everybody and everything. And my parents, their home was here, and then 2 or 3 houses up was my mom's brother, my Uncle Floyd, and his wife Aunt Janet. I don't like her, never will. So it was me and my mom's sister, Aunt Marlene, and my Grandma Driscoll, and Aunt Joanne, and Jan. There might have been other people there, I don't remember that. But somebody brought me a letter from the house. They walked up to where we were. It was a letter from my mom that she had written me because we were living in Galveston. I still have that letter. So here we are, writing thank you cards for people that attended my family's funeral. And I get this letter. And the first line was, "Dear Gail, how are you? Nothing ever changes." But it did. It was a big change. Okay. They say the only way our loved ones that have died live on is by talking about them and keeping their memories alive. So my parents, and definitely my sister Rhoda, she was only 17. My parents weren't even 50. So I've outlived my parents. I get my free spirit from my mom. My mom was quite silly. I'm a lot like her. She was a very attractive lady. I need to get a tissue, excuse me. In fact, Grumpy Grandpa always said, "Oh, your mom, oh, your mom." So thank you for letting me share that. Okay. Whew, that was a tough one to get through. Maybe I need another dab. Better yet, I thought I had it already. I don't know if I shared this on YouTube or not last night. And this is from Cloud V. And remember, they sent me, oh, it's downstairs. But it's like the Debato. But it's a big one. It's the big black one. And I've tried to like it. You know I have. I've used it, and I've really tried to like it well. Yesterday, when I went to Grow Light, because they said I had a mail, I need to make a mail run. And since they're kind enough to let me use them as my P.O. box, I don't want to let my stuff stack up, so when I get packages, I usually try to pick them up. So there was 2 things from Cloud V. This came in the separate package, and this is a water bubbler for the top of, I don't know if you can see it. Tommy Chong is now endorsing vape pens. So this is the Platinum Edition Chong Vaporizer. And of course, it's one where you put your own product in it. instead of buying a cartridge. So I'll show you how it is. Took a minute for the coil to warm up. It's got a ceramic coil, or a ceramic nail. But of course, the coil, which I'm not sure is really true, truly vaping. Y'all worry about my cough, but come on now, let's talk about my cough. I don't walk around all day coughing. But I sit here and I'm smoking. I'm ingesting, and my lungs do not like it, and they tell me so. So, some days I smoke more and I cough more. Today's gonna be a rough day. My first inclination, at least I can laugh about it. My first inclination when I woke up, I'm just gonna get so fucking drunk today, and excuse my language. You know, because then you won't think about it. But I will call my siblings, see how they're doing, especially my baby sister, Chris. She was only in 2nd grade. And she's such a good mom and a good person. You know, a lot of people would not have come out whole after that. To wake up and there she's sitting, and Mom and Dad wrote on the... Okay, let's not talk about it. Let's go on to the other thing from yesterday. Okay. There's been lots and lots of discussion about my new egg. Unfortunately, Grumpy Grandpa's really grumpy from 2 nights of no sleep and such. His pain is probably about a 10. Okay, so yesterday I've been wanting an egg. You know, an egg. Well, I got one. Well, as soon as everybody on Instagram started seeing it, now maybe here on YouTube, they said, don't smoke out of it, don't smoke out of it. It's painted glass. It's bad for your lungs. Which, of course, I don't need. So they said, not very long ago, a bunch of eggs like this had been recalled for the paint. So what I've done, I ran acetone nail polish remover through it. It didn't discolor it. I let ISO 91% ISO. It soaked in that. Nothing happened. I had paint remover that I've wiped the outside with. Nothing happened. I took my diamond and I scratched it, and nothing happened. So the last thing I was talking, one of my glass blow-potator, he said he wouldn't smoke out of it. Then Lou Glass said they think I've done everything to test it, but the last thing he said I should do is get out the old Burns-O-Matic and warm it up a little bit, you know, pass the torch over it to warm it up, and then heat it up and see what happens. I think I should take that down to Grow Life for that experiment, to do that in front of them. But truthfully, I like pipe. I like it a lot. It hits nice. In fact, I'll show you how nice. Thanks, guys, for listening to me, and got some rainbow wax we'll use. So this is really going to be a short video today. Now I have a headache from crying. Because I have to get in the shower. I don't even know what time it is. Almost 9. Get in the shower, go pick up those meds, and then go visit my friends, and then get my butt home. I don't want to leave him alone. When he doesn't get any sleep, he gets very unsteady. Boy, I'm just going to be heartbroken at this. And I posted it, didn't I? The blacklight video? Maybe not. So I'm going to fake it through a happy Snapchat. Tell them that's probably the last time that they'll see me today. Maybe post an Instagram. Alright, sorry I had a phone call and I got bumped off. And, you know, unfortunately, because he's on the transplant list, I won't disable my phone, you know? I'm not going to take the chance. So I'm going to do one dab and then I'm going to go. Ready? Wake and bake on this beautiful Saturday. Hope everybody has fun plans for Valentine's Day. That was that wax. The rainbow. Rainbow wax is all it says. Well, if indeed this is lead paint, okay. If indeed this is lead paint, all I can say is I truly will be the mad dabber or the mad shatterer. Peace, guys. Have a good day.